Netflix is doing some things, y'all, and they not playing with y'all. They said they started rolling out a permanent update that forces every single adult profile under one subscription to link up with a completely separate, unique email address. Kids' profiles are the only ones that get a pass. So, once again, every single adult profile under one subscription, they're forcing you to link it up with a completely separate, unique email address. The corporate offices are trying to frame this as a major convenience or upgrade. They claim it makes logging in simpler, helps you get personal verification codes directly, and gives you better viewing recommendations. But nobody is buying none of that. They saying that you full of ish. That's what they saying. And they're also saying that the real frustration comes from the fact that this pop-up completely locks your screen. It will not let you watch your shows until you put the new address in. You got to put the new email address in, not your regular one that you signed up for, because the main person is the one that paid for it. But then everybody else that is on an adult profile, they got to put in their email address. They're saying, well, there's a hack. If you type your email, say your name is tallboy@gmail.com, you can just type tallboy plus Netflix@gmail.com. So your name or whatever your email is, the plus sign, and then Netflix@gmail.com for the second profile. Netflix accepts this as a brand new login, but the verification code still goes straight to your main inbox. Because you know that two-factor authentication is still going to come back to your regular email. You ain't got to worry about it. That's what they're saying. If you did not know this, or you're not watching the show and you got to figure this out, now they want you to go give up another email. So then that way, once you put the email in, they're going to send you a code, and then you put the code in, and then you can watch your Netflix. So basically, you don't have to text your main person late at night to get a login code when the app randomly signs you out. The verification goes straight to the specific email linked to your exact profile. They said, if you share the household account with family members, your watch list stays entirely yours. Your recommendations will not be filled with random reality television action flicks that you never click on because that's somebody else's stuff. I don't like anime. I don't care about that stuff. I don't like murder or mystery movies. I like action. I don't want to see that. I want to see the action. I want to see the dramas. I want to see that kind of stuff. I don't want to see the other stuff. And they're saying you don't have to worry about that. And then they say when somebody moves out to get their own independent subscriptions, having their email already attached makes it simple to transfer their entire viewing history without losing their place. Now, why should you care about all of this? This update matters because you're already funding Netflix and they're basically blocking your television screen with unskippable corporate demands. So it completely stops your entertainment until you comply with their data collection rules. It forces you to spend time trying to figure out what my email password is or my email is. And basically, it shows how major companies can alter the terms of a service you purchase without your permission. Question that I have for the audience right here is Netflix now requires unique emails for every profile. Now that you know what you know, what's your play? 1, I got to use this Gmail Plus alias. 2, I'll play by their rules. 3, I don't got time for this. I'm probably going to cancel. 4, I'm ignoring until it's forced on me. 5, I will be making fake burner emails. Or 6, I'll be making a kid profile. I ain't got time for that. I ain't changing my emails. Revis, what you doing?
Netflix is for Nabon people. No, I do not watch Netflix. No, I'm not going to pay for no subscription. I don't even want to be on somebody else's subscription. I've been home for 2 months and I haven't watched 30 minutes worth of television yet.
Wow.
Not 30 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Latrell, your thoughts?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I don't even watch Netflix like that, but I watch YouTube. But man, look, what's the most surprising to me is that like people are always gonna find a way, bro. they always gonna find it. You best believe that. You best believe that, man.
Hey, if there's a will, there's a way, brother. You know that.
Right.
We
Exactly.
gonna find that hookup somewhere, brother.
Mhm.
Sheila Baker's like,
thing
nah, I ain't got
about
no dog in this fight, though. She's like, I ain't got no dog in this fight. I ain't dealing with y'all. All right. Well, basically, they're saying when Netflix logs you out, the security code goes straight to the email linked to your specific profile. You do not have to chase down anybody that has the main account. You just get the login number. So instead of it going to the one person, now you have your own number. That's basically what they're saying. And then your main screen will not show random reality shows that other people are watching. Your recommendations stay locked into your personal taste. And then if you use Gmail, you can use the plus sign trick to satisfy the app requirements right away. This means nobody has to waste time making a new email account. So these are some things that may be worth your time, if that makes sense. And that's it. Sheila Baker's like, hey, I'm tired of paying for streaming. I'm tired, y'all. That y'all keep hitting me with all these damn fees.
If Netflix was a private company and they weren't a publicly traded company, do you think they'd be doing this? If they didn't have to answer to investors and all that, do you think they'd be having to do all this? Do you think they'd be doing this right now?
Maybe not as early as 2026, but I think that if somebody else would have done it, I think that they would do it. So you know the name of the game. Once Company A does it, then B through Z is going to do it. So they were just the first to the table. Now you're going to see this with Hulu. You're going to see this with HBO, with Peacock. Once they see that it's successful, nobody wants to be the bad guy. No tech company.
Premium does it too.
Yeah, no company wants to be the bad guy. So their attitude is, no, I'm not going to do it. Let me just see what they're going to do over here before I make a play. And then now that Netflix has done it, it's like, watch what happens where all of these streaming services are going to start to do this. No one's going to be immune. And basically, throughout the theme of this show, you're going to start to see how things, and we like to give you a formula. You're going to start to see how our rights are now being taken away from us because, hey, you got to pay more. We told you could have it. You can't have it no more. You got to authenticate everything. That's just the world that we're going to. So we're locking ourselves behind a wall that we don't even see, an invincible wall for us to have the luxuries of what we think are right in front of us that we'd like to use every day. We're locking ourselves behind that. And that's the struggle that we're going to have. And then she said they're nickel and diming us to death. Now, here's my only question that I have for this. And I want you to be very honest with me in the comments. My question that I have for you is, if Netflix would have came out originally and said 5 years ago, our services are $18.99, would you pay the $18.99 then, and you know that you do not have to pay $1 or $2 increase every year or every other year, every 6 months? If they just flat out said it's $18.99, you just got to pay it. Because right now you see these LLM models, right? These LLM models are saying, hey, everything is $20. You get a free version, $20 version, $100 version. No one said nothing about a price increase. That's just the price. The price is the price. If these streaming services did not try to get you hooked in, would you have paid whatever that $18.99 price was? Would you have done that? Let me know in the comments. Revis, would you have done it? I know you're not a TV person, but if you knew that these prices were, this is just a locked in price, would you have done it?
No, I still wouldn't have done it. I like free 99, so therefore I'd have found somebody with that and tried to use theirs. That's it. Free 99 is perfect.
Free 99. Okay, sir, I hear you. All right, guys, the comments are saying I got to use this Gmail Plus, and I'm going to ignore it until it's forced on me. I understand. Got to do what you got to do. Hey, at least you know. That's all I'm saying. At least you know. All right, that's what it is.
Tap in with us. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. We simplify it for you. You can't say we didn't tell you. See y'all there. Don't miss out.